hun, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. Alrighty. I look really hot. I don't know why I feel so hot this morning. It's been a very busy few days, doing a lot of hiking and walking and whatever else. So I feel really, really good this morning, but I look red. Alrighty, let's get straight into it. Well, this is interesting because we had the What's Cracking reading coming up with the Ten of Swords straight up. And the reason I always say that I changed using the bonus reading with a different deck was for exactly this reason, because the cards would repeat if I used the same deck. And I thought, it looks really sort of odd when you're doing two different readings. So I made the decision probably 2 years ago to change the decks to do the bonus read, and the same cards still come out. And I have people who I know quite well through the channel who will write to me and say, Yvonne, I drew all the same cards this morning, and I might have 2 or 3 of those people on the same day. So I'm fascinated by how the universe can get these messages across to you. But the Ten of Swords is a card that talks about the end of a cycle. It's the end of a negativity, end of a negative cycle. Sometimes this can be due to betrayal. It can be sort of splitting from a relationship, realizing you can't make something work. It could be just moving away from people or a job because you're realizing it's very toxic. But whatever this energy is, it's the end. It is the point of going, that is enough. I'm done, dusted, out of here. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles here, which too was in the What's Cracking reading. So the Five of Pentacles is, for me, it's quite a sad card because it talks about feeling left out in the cold. And for me, it often represents downtime, depression, sadness. It's not that you can't get out of this energy. It's just that something here is making you feel like there's, I don't want to say no escape, because I think that we all go through periods where we feel really flat and low. And it's our way of purging the emotions and releasing stuff. If you don't go through this sort of recovery energy, then you can walk around with things sort of hanging on your back forever or stay in this state forever. So it's our way of releasing, understanding, processing to move on. The Seven of Cups is here. So I want to say I feel like you're very confused by something. You may be right on the borderline of making a decision. You may have had something upset you in your life that makes you realize now that you have to move away from something, but there's a confusion here. So why the confusion? Maybe you're going backwards and forwards on this. Maybe this is why you're having problems sort of coming to some decision here on how to move forward, because there's confusion. It could be that you have a lot of options. We have the Nine of Cups here. So I want to say to you, whatever this is you're going through, we had exactly the same with the What's Cracking. Everything is going to lead to something better. There is something major here that you need to let go of, you need to work with, you need to release, but you've got to do it in a way that's really healthy. So sometimes when we get upset and unhappy, say a relationship breaks down, what we want to do is we want to jump into the next relationship very, very quickly because we feel that somehow will ease the pain or make us feel better. But of course it doesn't. It just creates a lot more energy of dissatisfaction and unhappiness because you've taken that baggage with you. So what I'm seeing here is the universe is saying to you to come out of your confusion, to let go of your unhappiness, because happiness will await you once you've cleared this energy with the Nine of Cups. Oh, and then you have the Ten of Cups behind it. Some of you are about to step into something really, really beautiful here, but I'm not really sure that you're seeing it where you are. Come out of the closet, wherever you're hiding away, something beautiful is waiting for you. All right, so I have the Nine of Wands coming through. So the Nine of Wands is a card that we always call the Wounded Warrior, because what it means is that before you've reached the 10, you've gone through some sort of pain over and over again without learning your lesson. So let's say this is almost like the whole universe poking you with sticks. There's something you keep repeating here. You've repeated it many times, and with the 10 it's like, well, you're getting told now you've repeated it enough, you should have learned your lesson by now, it's time to move on. But the Nine of Wands often talks about that sort of cycling behavior where you go around and round on something rather than really standing up for yourself and saying it's just not what I want. You're being shown something by the universe here, because we have the Five of Swords coming through with the Page of Swords and the Two of Cups. This is what I'm feeling that for many of you, it's being shown something in the way of love. Maybe you've sort of come out of a really toxic time. Maybe it wasn't a relationship. Maybe it isn't something in particular. Maybe it's just an energy that you freed yourself from here that perhaps has not brought you any satisfaction and confused you for a long time. But there's something through this release of energy here that's going to help you to bring in love. So we'll see how this is going. The Five of Swords tells me that there's something that maybe this is what you've been doing. Okay, so I see it now. So for some of you may have been trying to get a relationship that suited you, or a relationship off the ground perhaps with somebody, and keep bumping fences here. But something you're walking away from here because you're not feeling that you're getting what you want. Sometimes with the Five of Swords, it can be like constantly fighting for something, but being able to in the end walk away with some satisfaction and leave something behind. It is a little bit of a sort of the energy of walking away from something, even if you want it to work, but you're walking away because it isn't working. So it may not be something necessarily that you want to leave behind. I always see the moons in these cards, and we only have a very small moon here, so there's sort of this energy of not everything being revealed yet, things being sort of kept a little quiet by the universe. So there's some sort of process you have to go through here to realize what you need to realize. This is the Thelema Tarot too, if you're wondering. But it's something to do with love here. It's something to do with love. Let me just get through. Nine of Pentacles. We've got a lot of repeat cards from the What's Cracking reading. The moon's coming through as well. With the Hierophant. Okay. I want to say for some of you here, there has been certain situations in your life, perhaps relationships, that really have not taken off. They've not really reached a good stable energy here. And I feel like for some of you, you may have got to a point where you're like, I'm better off single. I'm better off doing this by myself. Because I'm looking at this, look at this Nine of Pentacles energy, looking at the moon. But I feel like it's got something to do with not ever having stability. So maybe you're a person that's gone through some sort of patterning with that Nine of Wands, where you've never really felt stable with something. And it may have something to do with the emotional pull here. So it's very similar energy again to the What's Cracking reading. I almost feel like it's the same. But there's something here that you are trying to find, locate, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a relationship with yourself, whether it's stability in life. You're finding it very difficult to get to because of this energy. All right, so we have the Hanged Man. Oh, beautiful. That's just what you want to see here with the King of Cups. You're not seeing something a certain way. Oh, and the Queen of Cups. All right. There's a very potent relationship here. Some sort of relationship that you've been trying to get off the ground, but there's no stability because there's something you keep doing or going round and round with. And although you keep trying, something isn't quite right. And the universe is saying here, you need to take the time out. You need to look at things from a different perspective because your emotions or something here is being hidden from you and needs to be revealed in order for you to move forward. But I feel like for some of you with this Nine of Pentacles, you're incomplete here. This feels like a real incomplete energy. Like you're not feeling the stability here. So maybe these are not so much people as you wanting some sort of union here with perhaps somebody in particular. But the stability is not coming. No matter what you do here, you're creating some sort of energy because of something within you, not on the outside of you. So the universe is asking you to take some time to go inside here. There's some sort of pattern you're repeating. Let's see what this means. All right, so we have some sort of cycle that needs to close out. something that's perhaps been causing you great disappointment, or you're not able to see what you're doing, that's perhaps sending this round in circles. We see that because we have the card of confusion. But something's going to show you the way here, because you're going to get some sort of manifestation here that you've been trying to manifest, but it hasn't been coming through. And you're going to get it here with this 9 of Cups. You just don't see it coming yet, but it's here with the 10 of Cups. There's a cup that's missing here from the 9 to the 10. So for some of you, it's an offer of love. I feel like there's some sort of manifestation that you've been wanting to do, or you've been trying to manifest, or you've been trying to bring someone in, possibly someone who's a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But no matter what you do, even though you know that you have some sort of potent energy with this person, you can't bring in what you want here because you're not in a stable place. All right, let me just pack these up. I want to clarify it, so I'm going to shuffle the whole deck this time because the cards will come around again. Okay, we have the Magician coming through. Wow, another repeat card. 2 of Pentacles with the 8 of Wands. Okay, so you're manifesting something as we speak. That one wants to come out, which is the Star. All right, so what I see here, again with the major arcanas, you've been trying to manifest communication with somebody. I feel like this is the person that perhaps you've been trying to manifest for some time. Perhaps you are not understanding what's holding you back here. I've just had a really big epiphany, because I keep thinking, why are people not bringing in things at the moment? Why are people having difficulties? And it's because people aren't clearing past energy, and it's stopping them from manifesting what they want. But I got that at a much deeper level here. Okay, so there is some sort of decision or balance that you're bringing into play here, but it's got something to do with your inner workings here. So everybody is going to be different. But what I do want to say to you is, again, with this water, this turbulent water, there is something to do with your emotions here that you need to release with that 10 of Swords. Something that's holding you back from having what you want. You're trying to manifest. The universe is saying here, we can see you trying to manifest. We want to bring you what you want, but you're actually holding yourself back here. What are you doing here? Because you're not releasing that 10 of Swords energy, and you need to release it because it's bringing you confusion. There is communication coming in from somebody here that is part of your destiny. This is all working out the way it's meant to. It's all going in the direction it's meant to go in. But you have to learn some sort of lesson here, or you have to finish out, close out, get rid of this confusion, this emotion, whatever it is for you that you're holding on to, so that your manifestation can take place. I almost feel this is on hold here. It's like it's sitting here waiting to come to fruition, but it can't move until you manifest it the way you need to manifest it. But something to do with the way you're manifesting is because of your energy holding back this manifestation. All right, let's see what we've got going on here. I have a beautiful new deck here, and I'm going to use it. So I don't know how to drive it yet, but I'll get there. Now, this new deck is the Quantum Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. So we're going to pick a card from here and get some advice from Spirit. And there it is. Okay, so we have a card of cycle, decreasing a cycle. Yes. Okay, let me just have a look. So it's cycle 4, and it's called decrease. Cycle 4. But of course it's in here waiting for me to get through. Might still be further on. Yes, it's right down the back. Okay. All right, cycle of reducing energy. let's hope we get this. But the first few waters are crystal clear water. I'm drawn to the water big time. Crystal clear water drips through a woman's cupped hands, value slipping away. Upright, this card can reveal a period of real or emotional restriction. There may be a loss of money or a need for greater expenditure than previously expected. There could be some personal reduction as well, such as a child going to college or getting married and moving away. In its most extreme state, decrease upright can be the severing of a relationship or the loss of a job. Don't panic. The externals may be changing, but you still hold the power of your responses. Let yourself go inward and regroup. See there, that whole idea of the wish card coming up twice after all this energy says to me that something is changing as a result of this. The externals may be changing. This is Hanged Man energy, but you still hold the power of your responses. Let yourself go inward and regroup. This is a time to let go, choose trust, and regain your strength. All systems, including nature and economy, have a time of reduction, a necessary period to gather strength for a time of transformation and expansion to come. This is true for you too. Move through this time with conscious awareness. Your inner and outer action now will create an energetic shift, one that will carry you through to the joyous expansion yet to come. Something is coming. We're just being asked to shift our past energy, our negative energy, whatever it is, we're being asked to shift that so that things can manifest the way we need them to manifest. This card is just perfect for that. I will leave you with that. Thank you.